In 95 years, they win a World Series clinching game at Fenway Park. Papa! Papa! Papa is there with a helmet on. Papa! As Fredo says in The Godfather. Papa! Wow. And this is very anticlimactic.
Yeah.
I thought, I mean, who would have thought in 1918 that, you know, an Asian guy would be jumping around like that? It's, you know, a lot of the guys back then, you know, they didn't even think African Americans were going to get it.
Yeah.
This is
Speaking of African Americans, there's only one in this World Series. Isn't that an interesting fact?
No.
Yes, there's only one African American in this World Series, which
Who
is
is it?
fascinating. I do not know who that is. We mentioned it today on the show.
Is that true?
I mean,
well, it just shows you baseball is like.
Regis said it, so it has to be true.
Baseball, South American. That's what it's becoming.
It's very interesting.
And Central American. But listen, my God, the Red Sox fans are really being calm.
Well, they've won 3 now in the past decade. It's insane.
They're at Fenway. I thought we'd see a bit of the '70s and charge the field.
Yeah.
I'm gonna text my my friends and say charge the field.
It is funny, though, that this new generation of Red Sox fan doesn't feel like the curse and stuff. Like, if anything, they feel like they're expected to win. It's way different, isn't it?
We're raising a whole, picture you turned 8 years old in the year 2000.
Yeah.
You're a generation of Red Sox fans who aren't angry.
Yeah.
Like, I know a bunch of great comedians from Boston. It all comes from anger. They're the funniest people on the planet Earth, and it all comes from that angst. Based in the Red Sox, you're going to have a bunch of unfunny, unangry, Red Sox Boston people now.
So is it always pain-based, Artie? Comedy?
Mostly.
Mostly.
What's your thoughts on that?
You know, I don't think it has to be. I think in general, pain does create comedy.
I don't get the impression that you've had.
I've had a pretty good deal.
Name some pain.
Name some pain.
Yeah, what's your pain that you've
Well,
dealt
I remember I used to take golf lessons, and then my...
Did you hurt your back carrying all
No,
your
my
money?
golf instructor took a college job down south, and I couldn't take the lessons anymore.
I'll tell you what, is there a napkin around here?
No, I mean... It was terrible. I remember one time my parents sent me away to sleepaway camp, but my dad said business was tough and I can only do a month, not 6 weeks.
Let me tell you something. That is tough. That is tough.
No, I don't.
Listen, I mean, dude.
I had a good life, man. I don't know. You know where I think
the elevator in my shore house broke this summer, and I got a whole bit about that. That's extraordinary.
I find arrogance very funny because it's like at the end of the day, you're gonna die.
But it's a form of pain.
It's a form of pain.
I think it's a form of pain because you're inflicting pain on others.
Sure.
By being arrogant.
Arrogance like the Will Ferrell arrogance?
I find big families.
Yeah, that's irony.
That's irony.
Are you an ironic guy with your humor?
I mean, I guess the way I would describe my humor is I'm a man who's in love with himself and doesn't realize that he's an idiot.
Well, there you go.
So I don't know, but I'm the youngest. Oh, that gets an applause.
Yeah,
wow, that's amazing.
Again, trying to kill time.
I know. I'm not trying to brag, but before before I came here tonight, and you know this is bragging once I tell you the club I was performing at, Dangerfields, 61st and First Ave, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right, and that is a legendary place. And
yeah,
that's a great spot if this were 1978. No, Dangerfields is this coast's comedy store.
Exactly right.
Trapped in the 70s and 80s.
Exactly right.
It's got that dark decor
Yep.
of the 70s and 80s. You know, where you want to order brown liquor.
Yeah.
You know. But what do you think? Do you have that thought of it, Mike? Oschetti, your thoughts on the Dangerfield Comedy Store comparison?
I haven't been to the store, but Dangerfields, haven't been in many years, but that's an accurate description of it, what it was last time I was there.
We're going to have to shut his mic off.
There's a 79-year-old server there, and he was talking very, very loudly today.
And did he have the red jacket on?
Oh, of course, yeah. And I said on stage, there wasn't a lot of people there tonight. I said on stage, you know, man, if only the server could talk louder, because he was talking very loud. And he turned around during the show and said, "Shut the F up."
Really?
Yeah. So that's the kind of beauty.
That's funny.
That is funny. That is funny. At
So
my
you
expense.
created a funny exchange.
It was a funny exchange that I was at the expense of. It's exactly the
But
kind
let
of
me
story.
teach you political correctness now.
Thank you.
Like the first thing you said about Trevor, here you should have said this. Trevor is the only African American
Right.
on TV who acts like a black guy.
That's what I should have said. Instead, I said he's.
Should have cleaned that up.
Okay, thank you.
Did you grow up wealthy?
No, we grew up, well, a youngest of four. But I also always
Well,
feel.
there's some angst.
There's some angst. And I think, for me, that's where it comes from.
You were bullied.
I was definitely bullied.
Yeah.
I also find that people that grow up wealthy don't ever think they grew up wealthy. We were very middle class.
Right.
We belonged to a summer club, but it was $600 a year. And
That's not a lot of cake.
It's not a lot of money. It was no golf. No. And we would my parents would always say, "You guys got to do the chores, otherwise we can't belong to the racket club."
Oh,
it was one of those
they
deals.
call it racket club.
But it was $600 a year. And then, my dad would we'd stay at hotels. We would take a vacation, which just means you're kind of wealthy.
Right.
But then we'd stay at hotels, and it would be kids stay free, and then it'd be 6 people in one hotel room.
No, that's not wealthy.
That's not wealthy. That's kind of normal. We were middle. We were middle.
Now, what did your father do for a living?
My father owned a travel agency.
Really?
Yeah, which is
He
another
couldn't
sign.
get you a better room deal?
Yeah, we could get us a
Right.
My father owned Priceline.com.
But we used to fly. Occasionally we would fly. And this was back when you remember all this. It didn't matter.
See, we never flew to a vacation.
Right.
Nobody in my neighborhood flew anywhere.
Right,
We were
right.
driving somewhere.
That was we didn't do a ton of flying, but when we did, the tickets back then, it didn't matter whose name was on it. And
Right.
so my dad would get 3 free tickets with his business, and then he wouldn't tell you which kids were going on the trip until that morning.
That's hilarious.
So that was kind of some pain. I mean, I'm not complaining, but there wasn't a lot of pain. But
Yeah.
my parents.
No, but you seem like a nice, relaxed guy,
My father's from Binghamton.
Oh, yeah.
You guys know Binghamton.
Sure.
Yep.
Driven
That's a
through
tough
many
town.
times.
Yeah,
It is a tough town.
that's what you do. You drive by it, isn't
On
it?
my way to the Thousand Island Bridge.
Or the other place. No one ever goes, "Oh yeah, I always stop in Binghamton." Nope.
Really, you don't
drive
stop?
We
past
did.
it. Yeah.
Now, is it a place to pick up, blowzine, hookers? What is it?
We would always stop there because it was a perfect amount of time between when we left our house at 4 a.m. and
4 a.m.?
But we would our vacation. Since
Sure.
I didn't fly on a plane until I went on an official visit.
I'm not gonna sound like a real jerk here because I said on occasion we flew on an airplane.
Yes.
You sound like a regular
No,
Donald
no.
Trump.
We would drive up 81 into Canada and
The fam.
fish. We
that's
would
cool.
fish with the cousins and
Yep.
moms and dads and aunts. And Binghamton was a perfect stopping place because that was about where all the kids were ready to explode
Yeah.
with urine.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no kidding. And you
Yeah.
just pee
And
in
we'd pee.
Binghamton.
We'd pee in Binghamton, and sometimes we'd eat.
Yep.
But
Well,
that's about it.
They have a thing in Binghamton called the Speedy. Anyone know what this is?
No.
It's like a marinated lamb
Sounds like
meat.
a hooker thing.
It's a hooker thing.
You want a Speedy? Yeah. $22.
And my dad would drive through and get a hooker Speedy, and we all had to sit in the back, and that's where my pain comes
You
from.
want a Speedy or a Blumpkin? I gotta get off. I'm changing shifts with Marie. Come on. Not our Marie.
What is this ladder for?
That ladder's to change the.
Change the
The
thing.
school. Well, in the beginning we were ambitious and we had the lines. The twins' job was to make the lines, and then apparently they were overworked. And now they just they don't even take their jackets off. The twins.
Yeah.
They just come in here and they pour me water, and one parks my car, and they go home.
Yeah.
I mean, they really have a bad work ethic.
Yeah. Well, the first time I was here, they definitely kissed better. I'll tell you that much.
Kosta not being briefed on anything we can't talk about.
Oh, I can't say that either.
I mean, listen, I wish we look. We're adults. We should be able to, but everybody's got.
I can't say that?
Dude.
I don't know.
You
I didn't know about this.
You should joke
Right.
about them in any sort of
Okay, got it. Sorry.
way, like
okay.
as if we were adults.
Sorry, okay.
Just
Well,
pretend,
wait, what's the
pretend
Speedy?
they don't exist.
The Speedy is
Pretend they don't exist and everyone in the world is the same color. Because that's why they hired me for edgy comedy.
It is kind of funny that they hired you.
Yeah, right. That's right.
Well, Artie, you'll love
ruined lives.
I don't like to point out our differences as people. I like to point out our similarities.
That's a lot of applause for the amount of people I just saw applauding.
Michael,
It sounds
Michael, let me
more
tell you something. I don't agree with anything you say, but I'd fight to the death for your right to say it. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so now, what? Do you still talk to your family, your brothers?
Yeah.
Give me the breakdown. You have brothers, sisters. You got 3 siblings.
John, Christy, Todd, Michael.
So you have 2
One
brothers
sister, and
now,
they would beat. I mean, it was.
Even your sister would beat you.
No, my sister would not beat me up, but they would beat me close. I mean, definitely visual wounds. I mean,
Really?
Oh, absolutely. But
Mike has the same sister. And
Yeah,
he was the
yeah.
oldest brother,
Yeah.
and by far the fattest.
yeah,
And they would put tacks down on his floor.
I feel your pain, Michael.
Yeah.
God, I wish.
know.
Yeah.
God, I wish we had video, dude, of you stepping on those tacks.
oh my
What
gosh.
was
That's a lot
that
skinnier.
Oh, I'm sure it was funny.
Well, one thing I never understood when I was 9 was that
awful.
my brother would beat me to physical wounds, but then when someone else not related would say something mean to me,
He'd get on them.
he would beat them a little worse than me.
Right.
So I guess it was protection, but it was like you beat him. You just
Right.
beat. There's a lot of beatings.
Now, would they pay you for protect? Then, they would protect you, and then would you have to pay them for protection, much like the mafia?
My brother wasn't that elaborate with his schemes.
His crime wasn't
His
organized.
crime wasn't organized. But Todd, my brother Todd would do this thing where in our house we had a remote control, but we only had one TV. Not like that. I'm not complaining again. I'm sounding really sad. but whoever had the remote control had power. And Todd would come downstairs. He would slug me in the neck to get the remote control. Which if he
Slug you in the neck. Right.
because
That's
I'd be
like
holding it.
Yeah.
Give me the remote. Boom. Not like that's that mean, but that was probably just could have said, "Give me the remote."
Pretty mean.
Yeah, it's kind of mean.
Oh, before even asking, you go right to the slugging.
There's no. Yeah, it was slug first.
Give me the remote.
Yeah, boom. And then it was that.
Hand it over, pal.
It was.
How much older is he?
He's 3 years old. He's probably watching. He probably is watching. Hi, Todd.
Now,
How
what
you
does
doing?
he do for a living?
Todd's in real estate. My sister's a nurse. My sister
Well, that's good. You needed her.
needed her. She dealt.
I want you to use all your talents and all your skills. I don't want his mother to see his neck like that. Hold your thoughts. We got to take another break.
Please.
And we're going to be back with a very funny Michael Kosta. Do you have anything to plug besides the show on Fox Sports 1? Dangerfield.
Sure.
No, Dangerfield.
Sure,
Going to
Dangerfield.
Dangerfield. Yeah, that's right. And
You want me to plug it now, or should
him
I wait?
him and a waiter will be yelling. Well, go ahead.
SportsCostaBasement.com is a web series where I respond to real professional athletes' Twitter accounts.
That's cool.
SportsCostaBasement.com.
I like that. I like that. I like that you're melding your career with social media and of pro athletes. This is a way to make a lot of money, and you're going to be flying to every vacation. So, man,
Exactly.
The
right,
Artie
perfect.
Lange, the Artie Lange
Thank
Show.
you.
Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. Sitting here with Mike Kosta. He was playing Papa Shot over there, kicking some ass. Saying
That was
some-
pretty good, man. 76.
Doing something racially offensive, probably.
Yeah.
We're enjoying the post game of a very anticlimactic Red Sox win at Fenway in the World Series.
Yeah.
And think of what's going on tonight. Bud Selig, his last World Series.
Yeah.
Tim McCarver calling his last game.
Yeah.
And pretty emotional.
Yeah.
And the Sox winning 3 of the first 14 World Series in this century. And going
Everyone's
on,
just sitting in their seats and going like this.
very polite. Very polite. And I don't know.
I do feel like some of the intrigue and drama was taken away because Uehara on the mound is just like a machine.
It's super
You know,
boring.
he wasn't relishing like
Uehara?
the pitches. Yeah, Koji Uehara. He wasn't.
Yeah.
It just didn't seem like he was enjoying it the way you would expect.
What do
The
you
guy
want-
who
what do
closes
you
out
want
the
him to
World
do?
Series. I don't know.
You
man.
want a picture?
You want him to go up to one of the wives of the Cardinals and say, "You a whora." You a whora.
You want to picture the World Series closing pitcher envisioning this moment in his backyard in Cleveland
You're
or
right.
New York
You're right.
there
or
you
wherever.
go.
It's not like, I don't know where he's from in Japan. I don't even know where Japan is. Is that one of the boroughs of New York City? I don't know. I'm new
Well, I'll
here.
tell you, Costa, you are going to be working at a car wash by Thursday.
No, but it was a little, and he's so good. All he throws are strikes.
He is kind of like the new Rivera, they're saying almost.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
listen, I don't know. People say he's the new Rivera in the sense that he has a huge wife.
I love how I'm going to be working at a car wash.
I'll be your manager.
Oh no.
Boschetti, what are your thoughts on this? On anything?
I'm not saying anything bad about anybody. Politically correct. I love everybody on the
Yeah,
planet.
but
I'm
you're
not,
the
you
one
know.
who started it. You're the first one who had to apologize for horribly insensitive racial comments earlier this year. Your thoughts on that?
No, but I was goaded into it, and you know,
you
like,
weren't.
You know,
Listen to this.
baited into
I
it.
was not saying anything insensitive
How's
towards
this
your.
how's this for homophobia? Listen to what he says about A-Rod earlier.
I will make out with A-Rod. No, but I was baited into that. I would rest my breast on A-Rod's pillowy lips.
He would rest his breasts on A-Rod's pillowy lips.
I was about to give more clarification to what I had to say.
What did you say?
And then you interrupted me with that, and it made me realize I don't have to
You're
clarify.
fine. Don't clarify a
Oh,
thing.
jeez, that's funny.
Don't clarify a thing. But what are you worried about? Are you worried about something that you said here tonight?
No, I'm not worried about anything. I always feel like as an American, we grow up kind of, you relate to the pitchers who, I grew up watching Oral Hershiser close out for the Dodgers. Or was it Dodgers? I forget who it was.
Yeah.
No, Mets.
Dodgers.
Mets. Sorry.
I grew up watching oral sex. I don't know. I just had to say that.
We'll be at the car wash this weekend.
It was a dumb comment I made.
Yeah.
But go ahead, oral Hershiser.
No, I was gonna say it's a little. I'm done. I'm finished. I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say. But no one seems that
Kosta,
excited.
absolutely speechless.
Look, here he is.
No one seems that excited.
There
Let's
he
bring
is.
in Koji
Translator.
Uehara and his
Oh,
translator.
it's a translator. And a hot Caucasian woman.
Yeah. Isn't that funny? On the
Is
field.
that Erin, what's her face?
Yes, it is.
It's Erin Andrews.
Aaron
right?
Andrews. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he said last night he almost threw up.
Oh wow.
This time,
No, that's-
Oh, see, so
I
there's
almost
this
cried.
kid.
No, that's because he had some bad sushi, though.
My God.
No, I mean
No, you know what? That
I
makes
heard
me
he had-
feel better that he is
that nervous.
emotional
Yeah.
in this way because he is so good.
Now, how old is he? He's going to be around a long time,
No,
right?
no. He's.
Apparently, he's old.
If someone
according
could
to
Google, that'd
Kosta.
be great. He's over 35.
No kidding.
Costa said he was
Yes.
37
Yeah, but
earlier.
yeah.
Or
Well,
39.
Is that true?
I don't know.
I didn't
He
know
might just
that.
If only there
You're
was a-
making that up.
Sometimes I feel like he just.
If only there was
makes
an
it up.
instantaneous way to find out random information.
Wait, I have it right
How
here.
many computers are here and nobody can look this up?
We have horrible internet.
I have it right here. I have it right here. What do you need?
Uehara, Uehara, age.
I have here under hashtag future jobs of Michael Costa. This is a real horrifying page.
You know what's nice about Artie? You
He's
said my name.
38.
He's 38.
He's
Wow.
38.
Isn't that amazing?
I found that so quick here.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Artie, may I pay you a quick compliment?
Go right ahead.
You've said my name many times, and this is a very nice thing. You've done a lot of morning radio,
Mm-hmm.
as I know you have. I've done millions of morning radio as a comic, and I'm in Cleveland or I'm in
Back
wherever.
after this.
And they never, and they never know They never know your name.
No, you
they
have to
never
keep saying it.
say
You're
your-
right. You have to keep
They
saying it.
never say your name.
Yep.
Ever. And I'm always like, it's nice. So thank you for that.
Yeah, well,
Back after this.
I learned from I learned from the best. When I first sat in the chair at the Great Howard Stern show.
Were you on the Howard Stern show?
Google it. The great thing Howard would do if you were a comic sitting in that chair, he would say your name a lot.
Amazing.
He was, and your first and last name.
It's
So,
nice.
and that's why that show was like our generation's version of the Tonight Show, where like after doing that 2 mornings in a row, your money on the road went up.
Yeah.
It did. It went up quite a bit. Not at Dangerfields, but
Yeah,
there's only so
Dangerfield.
much you can go with that amount of tables.
It's nice. I appreciate that very much.
Are you on the road a lot?
With the show, I'm on the road less, but that I made my living for 8 years on the road.
You did. And you enjoy that?
I was happy to slow it down. I still do the road, but now it's more Friday, Saturdays. I was doing some Monday through Sunday, Palace Station, Las Vegas. There's 2 shows a night.
No, that's not good.
$1,300. You're selling CDs after the show.
That's not good.
No, those aren't good. But I did a lot of those, and that being said, you get really sharp doing that. You also develop strong alcoholism.
Well, for me, I pick up something really sharp.
Yeah.
I hurt myself today. to see if I still feel. I focused on the waiter at Dangerfield
Dangerfields can make you
who
do that.
told me to F off for real. Back after this.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.